If you want to see how to rebuild a fuel pump on an Evinrude outboard step by step, keep watching. Okay, what we're going to do today here is we're going to remove this fuel pump and rebuild this. There's 3 lines hooked to it. You got this one that comes in from the fuel tank. This one over here goes out to the carburetor with the fuel. And first of all, we're going to cut these. We're going to make sure that's all we cut is just the clamp here. That pushed the line off as I was trying to cut the clamp. That'd be alright too. And you know, you always push down on these. And then the last line is this one back here in the back that causes the pumping action with the vacuum and the pressure. Right there, we'll get that line cut, that clamp. I poked that line a little. There's only 2 screws that hold this on here. And the rest of it just hold it together. We get another one of these lines. I see it's kind of brittle. Okay, we're gonna start and reassemble this fuel pump. All the new parts are right here on this side. All the old parts are right here on this side. First thing what we're going to do is we're going to install the check valves. And they go right in here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put just a little bit of 2-cycle oil on those, just so they slip in there and don't tear. And that goes right in there, right in that hole. It's kind of got a, let's see if you can see that. It's got like a little lip right there. It goes right in that hole right there, right in the center. And you want to make sure that it's on this side, it's all the way in, and you'll see there's like a flange around there. So now we'll put the one on the other side. Same thing as before, we're going to oil it up. We're going to install it right in the center of this one. Turn it over. We're going to push it, and then we're going to work that center stem just a little bit to get them in. You can see that little lip around there holds it in. They recommend if you try to put those in and you have to pull them back out, is not to reuse them. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to install this piece here with a spring on it. And if you remember when my video was taken apart, this goes right through this hole right there. And if you look at it on the back side, see, it's going to be able to go in and out like that. If you remember when I took it apart, this piece was stuck. So we want to make sure that that works freely. Next thing we're going to do is put the housing gasket on, and that's going to go on just like this. Just like so. Then after the housing gasket, we put the diaphragm on. And that's going to go on there just like this, just same as there. Next, then this piece, this spring goes in there with this cover where it pushes against that diaphragm. And then these two pieces go together. What I'm going to do is push this down and catch hold of this little stem on top and set that on there. Just like that. And hold the whole piece together. I can still see that's in check. So right now we're holding it together. Next, while we're holding it together against the springs, we're going to put the cover gasket on, which is going to go like this. Right there. And then, while we're still holding it all together, we're going to put this outside cover on. Like so. We'll start when I get our screws lined up. Not as graceful as I wanted to be, but you get the picture. There it is. And we'll install our O-ring here. Let's just put a little oil on that. That sets right down in this groove where the screen is. And that goes right in there. This O-ring right here sets right down here over this center shaft. Just like that. Then this piece slides right over there, and that center O-ring goes right in the center of there. Just like that. And this screw goes in the center. And that's it. And you can see that's how that went, the from your springs and stuff. I know it was kind of hard to see the way I put it together, but that's the diagram of how it went. And of course there's the description of all the parts. Okay, well, I hope this helped you, and let's go put it back on and see how it works. Okay, we're going to put this fuel pump back on, and goes here. The vacuum line goes right here on this back one, and I'm not going to put these zip ties on. I'm going to hook the lines on and keep them clean. The line out to the carburetor goes here, and the line in from the fuel tank goes right here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to slip these screws through here. I'm going to slip this gasket on here and use them screws to hold it in place, and them screws go right in there like that. And then this fuel line goes right on here. I'm just going to put all the lines on for now. I'm going to put all new lines on this before I start this. Remember, we've rebuilt the carburetor and we've done this, so and I'm going to put my new lines on so we'll start the season with a fresh start. And then we'll put all this on, and I'll show you when I do that. Alright, well, I hope this helped redoing this fuel pump. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. Have any suggestions for future videos, go ahead and put them in the comments below. And as always, we are viewer support on Patreon. Take care.